there enjoying sports. Hey, let's turn on the camera here. Let's talk about what's going on in Chatham County. Let's talk about some Chatham-centric news updates. Let's see. There you go. I just got text, and let's start here. Don't know if any of you have seen it, but if you haven't, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Gene Photo. I've got a 45-minute live stream. Was it on? I don't know if it's not on our Facebook page. I mean, if it's not on YouTube, actually it is on YouTube. I did put it on YouTube. We did a 45-minute discussion with Jacques Lafleur, who owns French Connections down in downtown Pittsboro. And you cannot miss that place if you're going into downtown Pittsboro. We talked on Saturday about the fact that he and his boys, they're going to be in different boats, are participating in the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament in Morehead City. Now, I know that's not quite Chatham-centric, but Jacques is a longtime Pittsboro resident. And what he just texted me is, I've got some pictures from him. We're doing a daily log with him. We've been putting it up on the Chatham Journal Facebook page, and we're going to do a log on the ChathamJournal.com website. But he sent some pictures from yesterday. They set out at 5:15 in the morning. They are not going out today. Today's their day that they're taking off. I asked him if it's because of weather conditions, and he said there's over 200 boats, including Michael Jordan's actually in this tournament. But he said they would have been back out today, but they the first 500-pound marlin, because there is a reward if you're the first boat to come back in with a 500-plus pound marlin. There's a nice prize on that. You can go to thebigrock.com and take a look there. Neat thing about it is when the boats start coming back in around 4 o'clock, there's a live stream there. And there's also a UHF radio stream there. So you can listen to the boaters, the fishermen talking back to the home base. And again, it's a VHF feed. So there's lots of periods of silence, but it's pretty neat. It's interesting. If you've been interested in what's going on in a tournament or fishing off the coast here in North Carolina, that's a great way to get a taste of it. I go in and check in during my breaks, but I did ask him to provide me with a picture of their crew towards the stern of the boat, and he says, sounds good, but hopefully we will get a picture with a marlin. So we will see what happens. But just want to let folks know that that's kind of interesting that we've got somebody Chatham County wise going out. Let's talk about the chat list. Comes out every morning. I've been trying to get it back on a regular schedule that comes out before 8 o'clock. I guess on Monday, I haven't had any news updates the last several days because Monday I did the interview with Jacques. Sundays were off. Yesterday, my wife and I are doing early morning workouts, and so sometimes I get back in and I got to jump right into work, and I don't have a chance to talk to you beautiful people. But yesterday's chat list went out, and let me see. Well, yesterday's went out. Let me take a quick look at that one. There was again a follow-up. Someone said, hey, the runoff coming off of the property next to Northwood High School doesn't look very good. Question about FedEx, who can they reach out to? So they're actually talking to somebody in the U.S. versus overseas. There was mention about the sky. I posted about Pittsboro Jacques Lafleur participating in the Big Rock fishing tournament. And we also did a live stream recording from a jam session at Bynum Front Porch on Saturday morning as well. That was from like 10 to 11. So that's available on our Facebook page. So Saturday morning, I was busy going out there getting a look at what's going on inside of the Pittsboro area. Didn't get to travel much to the western part of the county. You can take a look at the live stream. We'll also have individual songs that we started posting from that jam on our YouTube channel. There's I'll Fly Away. I've got that up there. Grandfather's Clock is up there. Old Home Place is already up there. And My Cabin in Caroline is up there. We've got 5 more songs that we need to put up on the YouTube channel. But anyway, there was mention about the skywriting, and one of our members, Chris Hollow, took me to task. It's okay, Chris. I still love you. But it's okay. You can fact check me and you can say, hey, maybe this isn't that Chatham-centric. That's what the chat list is about. So anyway, he made some points, and then there were a couple other people that made points referencing the sky. And usually we do try to keep it Chatham-centric. Every once in a while when we go off the trail, off on a tangent, it's kind of like, okay, you can talk about it for a couple of days, but then we're going to rein it in. Do want to let folks know Tuesday, today, there is a free chuck wagon entree drive-through at St. Bartholomew's in Pittsboro, 4:30 to 6. What are they serving up today? Let's see, spaghetti with ground beef meat plus a baked spaghetti and cheese for those who prefer no meat. So that's available out there. Also on the ChathamJournal.com website, Chatham County has installed 2 electric vehicle charging stations. We've got pictures of them. They've got one of this was from a grant that Chatham County was awarded. There is a charging station in Siler City at Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue. If you drive in, you know where the drive-through window is, and you park towards the front, it's off to the side. And then there is also one at the, oh, got a reminder popped up. I will need to snooze that. And also in Pittsboro at the Chatham County Ag Center. So there are now 2 stations out there, and the 2 stations charge EVs at different rates and are designed for different purposes. So if you're an electric vehicle owner and want to use these stations, you'll need to create an account with the ChargePoint network. There is a charge to use the stations. There really is nothing like a free lunch out there, except unless you go to St. Bartholomew's, I guess. But we can have a discussion about that later. And that charge is to recover the cost of electricity used to charge the vehicles, which makes sense. You pay what you use for. On our Twitter account, we're ChathamNC, Chatham Journal, and ChathamNC Sports. Cora Food is looking to accept donations in honor of your dad this Father's Day. Show Pops how much you love his generous spirit by giving those in need in Chatham. So we retweeted that. Again, if you're putting something out there, go ahead and hashtag it at ChathamNC. And if it's appropriate, we will retweet it. You'll see our post about the electric vehicles. Let's see what else is going on here on the Twitter account. Here's a good one. Someone's got a GIF of a Friends, the GIF of Friends show with Monica putting her backside towards the refrigerator because the heat index for today is supposed to go up to over 100. So that is out there. And let's see what else is going on. I will also say that Chatham County Schools Facebook page did a fantastic job getting out pictures and images from the graduations. A big graduation week this past week. All the Chatham County schools, high schools, JM, Chatham Central, Northwood, no C4 because they only have freshmen and sophomores, so no one's graduating from there yet. Which charter school and a bunch of the other schools had graduations this week. So Chatham County Schools did a nice job of posting the videos. We also reposted some of the images from Woods Charter. Chatham Charter had theirs as well. And a lot of the schools did live streams from those. So if you're a distant relative or friend, you could watch the graduations and not necessarily be there. So that was nice. Northwood had their graduation outdoors, which turned out well because I think they were expecting bad weather, but it didn't turn out that way. So they lucked out. Let's see what else. On our Chatham Journal YouTube channel, youtube.com/Gene Photo. As I said, we've got videos from the jam session. Also, I've got 2 videos of the Grand Trees of Chatham opposing bulldozing the Woods Trail on Northwood. There's also John Wagner, whose kids went to Chatham, who went to Northwood saying, hey, we don't need to be bulldozing the woods to put this other stuff in here. And then we also had a Northwood graduating student athlete, Caroline Merle, and also Eric Williams, a former Northwood graduate. Well, he is a Northwood graduate who also spoke in support of keeping the Northwood cross-country trail where it is without taking down the woods. So just want to let people know that that's out there. We're talking about the chat list, so that's out there on our Facebook page. Let's take a quick look on the Chatham Chatlist Facebook page. where we at time-wise. We're running. That's okay because I missed Saturday. And quickly on the Chatlist page, Supreme Food Cake here in Chatham County wanted to say that Hoyt Scott, who he and his wife Bartholomew founded Southern Supreme Food Cake and more. He's passed away, so they will be closed tomorrow for his memorial service. We talked about grants for the EV. That's on the Chatlist Facebook page. There's also mentioned. Look, folks, there's a lot of folks in Chatham County hurting right now. The inflation rates hitting a lot of people hard. Once again, poorer by the day, by week, by the month. Inflation's hit food products. Bacon's up 15.3. Fruits and veggies are 8. Milk is up 15.9. New vehicles have gone up. Gas is almost up 50%. So it's hard for the working person right now. And I know there's people making comments about that, but I just put up some of those charts so that you can take a look at it, because it's not pretty. Went out and took some pictures of gas stations on Saturday. I think at that time the gas was like $4.69. It may be higher this morning. We may be putting together an article about that. Again, some reposts from the Chatham Historical Museum. I need to make sure I have a drink with me when I'm talking. Circle City Supper Club posted some images of the 100th anniversary celebration at the Bynum Bridge. Also from the historical folks, Hollywood came to Chatham. Back in the 1990s, the parlor at Man's Chapel was used as a scene for a movie featuring Richard Dreyfuss. Some of you may remember Richard Dreyfuss. I believe Richard Dreyfuss is still with us. Also posted an employment opportunity with Chatham County, and a couple images from yesterday when Jacques Lafour and his crew set out for the big Marlin Festival. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. Look, folks, we're trying to be news aggregator. We're trying to get out as much news as possible as to what's going on in Chatham County and make it available to you. Also, today was an interesting meeting with the Pittsboro Board of Commissioners. I need to follow up on that. They were talking about issues. Right now, sewer and water are a big concern in Pittsboro. There's parameters. Pittsboro has reached their limit, and so businesses can't grow. And I will need to return that call shortly. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, by the way, Debbie Dews is doing her pollinator garden tours. Not everyone's showing up. If you're going to sign up, show up. If you're not going to show up, please go ahead, because there are spots open, and that's one of the more popular things going on here. And Van Denton from WGHP TV, no Van, great guy, saying, hey, watch out. We're going to have a few 100-degree days this week. So today's one of those days. Stay cool, stay chill. Chatham County, as always, thanks for listening, and I'm hoping to be back tomorrow. We'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much.